Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Can y'all hear me okay? Anybody out there? Let me see real quick. Let me see. Okay, that's there. Okay. Just making sure. Hey, Shanique, good morning. How are you? Hi, Peter. Good morning. You're having moonshine with Doug, Peter? That's great. Love it. How are you doing this morning, Shanique? Got my coffee here. It's my second cup, I believe. Just a quick little stream this morning. I'm on live from my phone and it's at 50%, so we'll see how long this lasts. But I just want to share this out real quick, just in case people don't have the or get the notification, I should say. Let's see if we can get Doug in here. Stevie's probably asleep still, or just waking up, I should say. Washing your hair? Oh, thank you, girl. Appreciate that. I just got to do some editing. And I was like, you know what? Pardon me. I'm just going to go live. It's been a minute. It's not like I have anything else to do. So why not? You know what I mean? Oh, that's awesome, Peter. That is awesome. I still got the same old phone that I've had for a while. I don't like to upgrade phones. It makes me nervous, like learning a whole new phone and whatnot. I wish all my mornings were free like this. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've really enjoyed having this time off work. But at the same time, I'm so ready to go back to work. So ready. I am going out of my mind here. I've started doing Doug. Good morning. It's my buddy right there. Doug, if you want to come on the panel, I can send you the link. If not, that's cool. But yeah, nothing really special going on over here today. I just wanted to hop on and while I was editing, So it felt like I was interacting with people, or people were watching me. Crazy. Copy. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I sent it to you now. I gotta make sure. I definitely miss Doug. I think we all miss Doug. It's gonna be a pretty quiet morning. Rodney's still sleeping. I've been up for a couple hours. 3 hours I've been up. I've had 2 cups. This is my second cup of coffee here. Rodney's still sleeping. The dogs are sleeping. And I was getting tired of sitting there watching TV, so I was like, let me go edit this video that I wanted to be up yesterday. Whatever. I wanted the video to be up yesterday, but that didn't happen because I didn't edit it. How the heck are you, Doug? Let me see. Are you back there? Okay. It's almost like I become like doy when it comes to working the StreamYards off my phone. Like, it's almost like I completely forgot how to stream. Oh, Lord, help me. A lot of times I don't stream because I'm like, I don't really have that much to talk about. My life is pretty boring. Don't really have that much to say because I'm a private YouTuber, so not everything gets put out there. So half the time, I don't know, I feel awkward because I'm like, I feel it's just awkward if I'm just sitting here not talking or doing anything. It's just my own. Well, it's time to change the calendar to the 13th. This was the 11th. This was yesterday, Hagrid. And what do we got for the 13th? Well, the 13th, the Saturday and Sunday they put together. But it says, don't put your wand, or don't put away your wand, Harry. They might come back. Mr. Fig regarding Dementors, Harry Potter, and the Order of the Phoenix. Oh, today's Luna Lovegood's birthday, guys. And tomorrow is Valentine's Day, of course. I love Luna. How exciting is that? Happy birthday, Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. Says it right there on my calendar. My mom got me this for Christmas. You just like watching me, Peter? Aw, thanks, Peter. But I'm saving these. Hey, Jen. I'm saving these because I really want to start doing my junk journaling again. So I'm saving all of these days, and I want to use the pictures to put, like, maybe make a Harry Potter themed junk journal. I think that would be cool. I just don't have motivation, guys. I really don't. I have none. How are you liking your job, Jen? Your new job? Oh shit, how long has Doug been back there? Hang on, Doug. I'm coming, man. There you are. Like, I kept looking and looking and looking to see if it would pop up the notification that you were there, and then I got my own world and completely forgot. And then I looked and I was like, oh shit, he's back there. How you been doing?
Okay. I'm screwing around with TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
And since yesterday, I picked up 18 more people.
That's good.
Ain't that something?
You know, I almost went live on TikTok yesterday because I was just sitting in the living room, jamming out to music and cleaning the house. And I almost went live because I'm like, I want to hang out with people, but can't hang out with people. I'm like, I don't want to just listen to the music by myself. And then I always get psyched out when it comes to going live on TikTok. I don't know why. And I made myself get on here and go live. I ain't got shit else to do, so why not? Not like my life is so exciting at the moment.
Oh, let me get my thing. I'll be right back. Let me show you.
Okay. That's good, Jen. I'm glad it's going good. Are you excited to be back at work, Jen? Finally?
I don't know if you've ever heard of a juice infuser.
A juice infuser?
Yeah, or a water infuser. Has
Oh,
like
yeah.
a tube down the middle, and you can put different fruits and stuff in it to make your water taste different.
Yeah.
Well, the beginning of this year, to change myself for my health, cookies. I gave up Coca-Cola. I drink cucumber water.
Oh my God, Doug, I love cucumber water.
So I drink cucumber water. I quit smoking January 14th of this year. I quit soda this year. Yeah. And I haven't had any sweets since January 14th. Yeah.
Wow, that's
There's a
great.
cucumber man.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I did it for my health and for my diabetes. And since I did that, I haven't had to do anything for my diabetes. It's under control. And the last time I got weighed, I was 194 pounds.
That's great, Doug.
So yeah, I'm trying to get myself healthy this year. But
That
this
is
stuff is really good.
I love cucumber water. It is good.
Mm.
That is awesome.
We found this one online. It's pretty cool. Got this off of Amazon. I make it in the morning. I make it in the morning.
Cookies.
Yeah. And
but you gotta do what you gotta do for your health, I guess, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my sugar was out of control, out of whack. And then my leg got really bad, and I ended up going to the hospital, and I spent like 4 days in the hospital. And while I was in there, they was telling me about different things I could do to get myself back on track. And they helped me in the hospital to get back on track. And they had to keep wrapping and unwrapping. But I still have to wrap my legs. It's almost healed. It's not there yet. And so I just, everything they told me to do, I did it. I gave up everything. This is about the only
Wow.
thing I have for cookies anymore. That's my hat.
I give you props, man. That's a lot of things to quit at one time.
So
That
yeah.
is amazing, Doug. That is just simply amazing.
Yeah, I've lost.
I'm
I
happy
lost.
for you too. I'm really happy for you.
I lost 10 pounds. Was in the hospital, and I lost another 10 here at home. And the doctor's like, "You don't have to take metformin anymore. Your sugar's perfect." I to see how it is and calculate it so I can take it to the doctor so he can see. But he said it's perfect. You're doing good.
I was gonna ask you like if you had lost weight because I can see it like in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost a skinny man. Yeah. So yeah, this is my year of healthy.
That's great. I'm trying to get on that track. I'm really trying. I'm trying. Yeah, Jen, I'm going to be on here for as long as my phone allows me to be. But I guess I'm doing kind of okay. The last time I went to the doctor was 3 months ago, and then I had to go to him the other day when the bronchitis flared up.
Ooh.
And the scale said I'd lost 15 pounds. I was like, what? How is that even possible? But okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I got some portion control containers coming because I really want to focus on like portion control and such. I'm not
Basically, what the nutritionist at the hospital had me do when I was in the hospital, they had me on the menu. So I kept that up.
Yeah.
But she said basically, if you can't like keep, affording to buy, certain foods and what sizes, as long as you do that, you're fine. So
yeah.
I've been all right. But this is like my favorite thing. I love this so much. I make it in the morning. I let it get cold throughout the day, and I drink off of it. I love it.
Morning, Annie. Got your coffee, girl? Are you drinking coffee still, Doug?
Yeah, I can still have coffee because I never put sugar in it. They told me if I have not put sugar in, but I never do that anyway. I only like creamer. So yeah, I still use the cup that Zach and Clyde bought for me.
I love that. I love that freaking cup.
I still got my other cups too.
Yeah, I know you got your coffee, girl. And excuse me, Annie, but did I see a Bob Ross coffee mug on your coffee rack? Because if so, I'm going to need to know where you got that from. I only use creamer. I like my flavored creamer.
When I run out of cucumbers, or sometimes I make lemon water. When I have this for a backup. That's just keeps the water flavor, so it's not like blah.
Yeah. What are you saying, Jen? You want to try to come up here when you get your face on? Okay, Amazon. I'm gonna have to be on Amazon. If I use flavor cream, yeah, just let me know, Jen. If I use flavor creamer, I don't put anything else in it other than that flavor creamer.
I just use I've never liked anything in my coffee except non-dairy creamer, but I don't like sweet junk. The only time I tried a flavored coffee is around like holidays just to see what it tastes like, but it's not my favorite.
I like all the flavors. I just seen my girl No Guts No Glory on Instagram. They found a whole bunch of new creamers like Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, M&M. They are always, her and her husband are always finding these crazy creamers, and I'm like, excuse me, I need to try that Fruity Pebble creamer, please, and now.
We found coffees. We found flavored coffees. We found Ho coffee, Twinkie coffee, all kinds of stuff like that.
No shit.
It's so weird. It tastes just like it. It's so weird. But we found that in the store. It says Hostess right on it. Hostess coffee.
That is sweet. You only like I like the Italian sweet cream, but my favorite is, and I hope they never stop making it, but it's that cinnamon toast crunch. That shit gets me every time.
They have a creamer, the cinnamon toast crunch. Oh Lord.
Yeah. And it's so good. I like to drink a cup of black coffee every once in a while. Make me feel like I'm worth something.
I only do that when I want to like change my palate so I can try something different.
Yeah.
Like a different flavor, then I'll do that.
My uncle drank black coffee, so me and him used to go, when I was little, we would go in the mornings on the weekend to Big Boy, and he'd get coffee and he'd drink it black, and I'd get a hot chocolate, and he'd always leave me like this much left in his cup, and I would drink it. So I started drinking coffee black.
Oh, okay.
Same with tea. I started drinking tea with no sugar in it because his wife made tea without sugar, and she'd put her own sugar in her own cup.
Mm-hmm. I've always drank like that. So
I could drink tea, sweet or not sweet. I can drink coffee black or with creamer. It doesn't bother me.
from being from up north, I've always had sweet tea. And then I
Yeah.
come here and then I tried sweet tea and I was like, what the hell? You killed it.
No wonder I'm hard as nails. Yeah, I do like just a 1 cup every so often of a black coffee is all right for me. Or like I'll just put a little bit of creamer instead of my usual like this much. I'll put like this much because I like the taste of coffee. Like eat a coffee bean or something like that. I just like that.
I always get these the
You can drink tea with nothing, Annie. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I always get the pack of K-cups so I can always have something different. It's not like
Yeah.
always drinking the same one all the time.
Right.
Here's my blanket I'm working on for me.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's nice. Oh, that mask you made?
Oh, did you like that?
I died. I'm like, oh my God, I need one of those so bad. Yes. Yes, Annie, those are so good. The chocolate covered coffee beans. Oh my God. Yes, I love the mask. Gotta have it. I got a package here at my house waiting to come out to you, dog. I had to reopen it because, as always, I forgot to put the card inside.
My sister got me a ton of different colors for Christmas. So the darker colors I use for myself is a Afghan, and now I got forgot what to do with these.
Oh, I like those. But yeah, I got your package all wrapped up, and then I was like, son of a bitch. Rodney said, what? I said, as always, I forgot to put the card on the inside, so I'm going to have to open this bitch up again. But I was going to say, when me and Jen worked at the spa, the lady that we worked for, every morning we had to make a jug of cucumber water.
Did you?
So I got like addicted to it because I drink it all the time. It's so good.
I like lemon water too. You ever just have lemon water?
Yeah, I like lemon water too.
I like that too. Oh.
I like to get that at the restaurant sometimes. Just a glass of lemon water and drink that. Yeah. He's like an amazing, what do you do? Crochet stuff?
I crochet, yeah.
He makes a lot of
A
awesome
lot of
stuff.
stuff.
He made some
Hats.
shorts.
Yeah, I made shorts for a friend of mine, and I made a vest to match. He looked so funny as hell.
Freaking awesome, the shorts. I freaking love them.
I
They got
make
like,
purses and hats and scarves, and
he needs to be selling this stuff is what he needs to do.
it's funny. People love it. Just have fun making it. It's so fun.
The Dollar Tree has a whole 4-foot section of nothing but yarn that they're going to carry now from now
Oh,
on.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They
That's
vamped
cool.
up their Crafters Corner, Crafters Square area, and
Mhm.
one whole section is from top to bottom is nothing but yarn.
Wow, I could check that out sometime.
Oh, and they also got the hooks. They got everything
Oh,
you
they're starting
need.
to
if
carry
you
the
want
hooks
to
now too. Cool.
Yeah, different sizes and all that. So everything you need if you want to start crocheting or doing that type of work, they got it at the Dollar Tree.
That's cool.
I thought that was awesome.
Places charge the hell out of hooks and yarn.
And I was looking at the hooks and I was like, oh, these are pretty nice. I don't know how like durable or whatever they are, but they look pretty steady.
Were they? Did you see what they were made of? Are they metal or plastic or
I think they
wood?
were like a thick plastic.
Okay, that lasts a while.
Yeah.
Mine are all like a metal, but that's because I got them years ago.
Yeah.
I could always use some more. I mean, I only have a few.
Yeah. You never have too many, right? It's like
That's right.
like a tool man. You can never have too many tools. Well, when you crochet, you can never have too many hooks. My aunt used to do this thing. It wasn't crochet. What was it? And I used to sit there when I was younger and just watch her for hours. What was tatting? You ever heard of tatting?
Yeah, yeah. I never did. I never got the hang of it, but yeah.
That's what she did. And she would just sit there and I would just watch her make doilies, and she would make earrings and bookmarks, and I would just sit there and watch her for hours and hours and hours.
There's a
going to work with that stuff.
There's a 15-year-old teenage kid on TikTok. I followed it. He teaches people how to do that. He's on TikTok. It's pretty cool.
No shit. Mm-hmm. She showed me a couple times and I tried it, and I want to say I actually made like a little doily thing. Mm-hmm. But if I was to see that shit now, I'd have no clue. I was so young when she taught me that.
I mean, I've watched people like, knit and other stuff, but the only thing I've been able to pick up is the crochet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Now her mom crocheted and she tried to show me how to crochet and I could never get the hang of it. Now my great grandma, she sewed, and she sewed everything by hand. She never used a sewing machine, and she made everything: baby pillows, baby dresses, quilts, and everything she sewed by hand. Pillows, baby doll clothes, and she taught me how to sew. And I actually, sewing's not that hard, but picked that up real easy. I've been sewing since I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Right. That's pretty cool.
I made my first pillow at the age of 6 with her.
Right.
And we would just sit there and sew, and she'd always say, make sure you got your thimble on.
The only thing I use it for is when I have to, I have a crocheted item that I have to put together. I have to sew it together. I use a thimble on my finger and I'm pushing because it's so thick and I have to go through it. It's like a pain in the ass. That's the only thing I use a thimble for.
She always had a thimble on her feet. She had so many thimbles. She would just have them, they'd just be everywhere around her chair where she would sew. And she was so fast. It was crazy. She was so fast. She could finish a baby quilt in like 2 days.
Oh, wow.
I mean, front and back, detailed, nice stitches. I mean, she was freaking amazing. she was a hoot. I'd go over there. She'd watch me sometimes, and I'd go over there, and I spent a lot of Saturdays with her. And my mom would drop me off in the morning, and we'd have our lunch, and it was always chicken noodle soup, but she would have to pick the chicken out because she didn't want me to choke on the chicken. And then after that, we'd have an ice cream bar. We sit on the front porch on her little porch swing and watch the cars go by and eat our ice cream bar. And then a couple hours later, we'd go in the backyard and sit on her swing underneath the tree in the backyard and have some coffee cake, is how she said it. While she had her little instant coffee because she was terrified coffee pots would flame up in fire.
Oh, wow.
So she made her little instant coffee in her little tea kettle every day. And you know, those little red and white peppermint hard candies, she was obsessed with those, okay? But she would only, and we were never allowed to have them because we would choke. I mean, even as an adult, she wouldn't even give you one because you would choke, and she didn't like that idea. But she would get them, and she would suck on them until the red stripes were gone. And then she'd take it out, put it back in the wrapper, and if she was sitting on her front porch, she'd throw it in the bush. So when she passed away, there was so many peppermint candies in her bushes that were just white with all the red sucked off. We all got a big kick out of that because we never realized that she threw them in the bushes in the front of her house.
And funny.
And what we could have as children was Tutti Frutti baby food. She always kept it on the lowest portion of her microwave counter. And if we went over there and we wanted something, she would say, go grab a jar of that baby food. So at like 4, 5, 6 years old, all of us grandkids are eating baby food because we wouldn't choke on that.
Ew.
But I'm going to tell you something. That was the best baby food. It was so good.
God. That was freaking death.
And that was like the thing. You go to Grandma Gray's house, you know you're getting a jar of baby food, and it was just like all the rage.
Thank you. No, thank you.
It was just like the thing in our. We got some weird shit going on in our family. Okay, we ate baby food till we were 5. Like,
Craziness.
I'm really hoping that I get to go back to work on Monday. Well, I am going back to work on Monday. That's my go back date. But I take the last of my steroid today, and I'm just so worried that now that I'm not going to have the steroids anymore, am I going to go back?
I want to get stuff. Then there's pads in the dryer right now. They're on.
Okay.
Pads. And that's how Mira's out here, but I don't think anybody's going out there because it's like pouring down rain.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy weather today. Every other state's been getting snow and ice, and we've been getting rain. What have you been getting?
I think it's snowing right now.
Is it? Did you see that big accident they had in Texas on the highway?
I heard about that from one of the girls that I follow on Instagram. She must have drove past it or something because she posted that was the worst accident I seen on such and such whatever. So I don't know if she actually seen it or if she heard about it. But the way she had it, it sounded kind of like she might have drove past it or like stumbled upon it somehow.
There's a lot of videos of it online. People got pictures of just trucks that couldn't stop and just ran into the
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. It's crazy.
That's horrible. You got to slow down when it's snowing and stuff. You can't drive.
It was
like
all ice. They said it was all ice. The highway was all ice. I was like, that's crazy.
And people just, and like here in Michigan, when it snows, I don't like to drive because people become stupid.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they forget what they're doing. They forget how, it's like we don't go through this every year, folks. Okay? This isn't anything new. Like our state still operates when we have snow, even like 12 inches of snow, our state still operates. This isn't anything new. You know you can't go 50 down the 50. If it's snowing or the roads are bad, you got to slow down a little bit so you can keep control. Nope, people don't.
I swear people around here go faster.
Yeah, that's what I
Snow.
think too. It's like they want to slip and slide, and I'm terrified of that shit. So if I'm going down the street and the speed limit's 50, I'm going as fast as I feel comfortable.
Grab like a towel off of here and put it down.
Roman.
And if it's 50 and I don't even feel comfortable going 30, I'm not even going to go 30. I'm going to be going 25, and people are going to be getting pissed and going around me, and I don't care.
Did you hear about that woman? I saw it on TikTok. I don't know if it was on any other social media. Sprayed her hair with Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
I was like, because they showed the stuff that she was supposed to buy. It was called it helps them with their hair, keeps it from getting so nappy. But she ended up using Gorilla Glue, and I was like, oh my God, no.
That was not a good idea on her part. Well, then I seen scrolling through Facebook, and I don't know if it was on a news channel or not, but some guy didn't believe that would do that to his hair. So he put Gorilla Glue around a Solo cup and put the Solo cup right here, and then had to go to the hospital to get it painfully removed because he didn't think that it would stick like that.
It's glue, idiot.
Okay, do these people not watch TV? The commercials say like
that's why there's warnings on all these products.
Right. But even if you watch a commercial of Gorilla Glue, it says that it bonds cement and it's a bonding agent. So why the fuck would you put a bonding agent anywhere on your body?
Like, kill me.
Hey, 23KC, how are you doing this morning? Like, you could literally break this off and rebond it with no problems with Gorilla Glue. This is like glass, porcelain, whatever you want to call it. And you want to, come on, we got to do better as the human race here, people. We need to do better. Like, seriously.
I don't know what happened from 2020 to 2021.
I just don't. That blew my mind when I seen that, and my first reaction was like, "No, honey, no, no." Yes, RC, we really are. We really are.
It's so damn funny.
I told Rodney, I said, "You want to know something?" I said that would be like me when I had my hair cut into a spike, and it was called Schwarzkopf's hair freeze. And I mean, that shit froze your hair. I could wake up, take a shower, do my hair, literally leave it like that for 4 days and wash it out, and it would still look the same as when I first did it, okay? Hi, Jenny. Good morning. How are you? And
hi, Jen.
I told Rodney, I said, that would be like if I was to run out of that stuff and then spray Gorilla Glue just to make it stick. Hell no. I said, first of all, if you even seen me walking to the bathroom with the can of Gorilla Glue, you better like pummel me down to the ground and be like, what the hell are you doing? What are you about to do with that shit? Like, you better stop me. You better say, excuse me, what the hell are you about to, you better be like, excuse me, I'm about to like tackle you to the, like, what, no, no.
No, some people just pay the net. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link, Gene. I'm I'm gonna send you the link, Jen. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So I can send her this. I don't know when I do this if you guys can still hear me or not, but
I can still hear you. Your face is froze.
okay. I'm about to be back. Okay, Jen, I sent you the link. Okay, I'm back. So how is it with not smoking?
All right.
Doing
I haven't
good?
really, I have a problem because I live with people that don't smoke.
That makes it a
helps
lot easier.
So you don't smell it, so you're not like, I gotta have one. You know,
Right.
so
Does
it
it
makes it a
bother
lot
you to
easier.
see people smoking?
What's that?
Does it bother you to like see people smoking?
It's me is the smell.
The
That
smell,
kind of
yeah.
draws me back. But if I don't smell it, I don't care.
That's good. Doing good, Jen. Doing good. I'm glad you're doing all right over in your neck of the woods. This will be the first time Jen's come on live.
Ooh. Why, is her camera doesn't work or something? Or she had a hard time with her camera?
See if my camera will work. I think she has problems with her camera or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to
Jen.
see that notification pop up.
Oh, is it? Oh, I wore one of these. I wore one of my hair was long as crap. My sister came over to take my haircut. And I had this on because you have to wear these masks. And the woman starts to do my haircut and she cut it and goes wing right across the floor. And I'm like, she went and got me another and she said, would you hold it for me? So I'm like this all through my haircut.
Oh my
She was
god.
afraid she'd cut it again. It was so funny. I went wing.
like a slingshot. Just
It flew.
it just took off.
Like I didn't do that, you know.
Right.
Craziness.
That is so funny. Oh, wait, there she is.
Did you make it?
I'm here.
Jen, you're here, Jen. I love your makeup. It looks so good.
Yeah, I not to brag, but I did literally throw it together as fast as I could.
Like the purple.
Well,
On the eyes.
it looks good. Yeah, the purple looks really good.
Yeah,
What
it's
palette
from,
did you use?
This, you see that? I don't have my glasses
Okay.
on. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Open it up. Let me see them colors. Ooh, wee.
And I have
Those are
another
nice.
brand. Give me a sec.
That's a color.
There's this one. Hold on. There we go. Another palette. And
I love those colors.
yeah, these came from the UK.
Nice.
UK brand.
I like those
Who are you
colors.
asking her? See?
I think he's talking to you, Doug.
I did. Beginning this year. This is my health.
How are your rats doing, Jen?
Oh, these new ones are doing great. They're so small.
I know they're so freaking cute.
I know, especially that naked one. She's everyone's favorite.
What are their names? Because I don't know.
There's two fluffy ones. They're the same color, but they got little differences. One I called Storm because it looks like she has a little lightning bolt on her face. And the other one I just named Willow. She's a lot calmer. And Mochi is the naked one.
Mochi. Love that.
Because I was eating a little Mochi ice cream ball I got from Walmart, and I'm like, this feels just like her skin. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to name her Mochi. Oh, that's how that happened.
That's awesome. Yes,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
RC. You follow the Spanish Dad on Instagram, Doug?
I did a what now?
You follow the Spanish Dad on Instagram?
Yeah.
The food that he makes. I'm like, excuse me, sir, can I come for dinner? Because all your food looks amazing all the time.
Gotta watch different food.
was like, what did I see? The last thing that I seen on there, it was just something simple, meatloaf and potatoes and something. And I'm like, I've never seen a more delicious looking meatloaf in my life.
I am pale as ever on this camera. I have this. It's lighter than the shade I normally use, but it looks like it's my skin tone on camera, so whatever.
It looks good to me.
I'm so nearsighted I can't even see faces that well on here. I don't know where I put them.
Your glasses.
They're somewhere. I don't have any lights on in here.
Isn't that the struggle of people that wear glasses? They set them down and they can never just automatically remember where they put them. I'm all the time looking for my glasses.
Yeah, I
had
have
that
to
problem.
feel
I just
around
put
for them
closer.
to find them.
They're right here. I keep mine close now because I always had that problem.
Well, it's like I have my original pair of glasses, and then I ordered 2 more pairs of glasses off this website. So now I have a pair of glasses in my room, I have a pair of glasses in the office, and then I keep my glasses on the counter in the kitchen. So wherever I go, I know I have some glasses there somewhere. Except for I don't really like these ones. I like these. Wait, are these the ones? Yeah, I like them, but they don't fit me very well.
Mm.
To me, they're more along the lines of what like a reading glass would be.
Mm.
So that's why they're stuck in the computer room because I
got
don't
huge
really use them
glasses.
on the computer.
Oh, is this them? Yeah, here's mine. Mine are huge. Oops, I dropped them.
My original glasses look like that.
So yeah, Megan, did Charity tell you at all?
No, I had no idea.
No, she messaged me the other night saying that she came into work and she said Maria said, "Oh, meet the new owner." So Maria sold the massage place, so it looks like she's leaving.
Well, I mean, it was like, damn, just like that. She just came in like, here, meet the new owner.
I guess.
Like she didn't even let nobody know that she was about to sell.
Well, you know how she
Sounds
is. She was always sneaky.
Sounds like something she would do.
Mm-hmm. And there's, she told me that they're already making changes, and she's trying to change them back, and they had to remind her that she's no longer the owner. So,
Oh wow.
oh,
So I
wish
wonder if
could've
she's
seen
gonna
that.
be. I wonder if she's still gonna be working there.
No, she's leaving in a few weeks, I was told.
So why would she be trying to change anything if she sold it? She's so
That's how she
control-freak.
is. She treated her business like it was her own personal playhouse. That's how she did it.
When I left there, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck was I just working with?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I wish I could stop sniffling. My allergies are acting up today. People out
That's
there probably think I just did a few lines. I don't do it. Not the hard stuff. So I'm not doing cocaine, I swear. Oops, something just fell.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm just happy she's leaving. I don't know if she's going to California to be with Michelle or not. I don't know. But she's leaving in a couple weeks, which is good because I can start making appointments there.
I was gonna say now I can finally make an appointment with Charity without having to run into her.
Yeah, she
So I
told
don't
me
have
to contact
give her
old therapists if they want to come
self.
back. Oh man,
She was so fake. I'm glad. Oh my God.
she's just weird.
like-
She doesn't people. She can't people.
No, she don't.
Like that one time she's trying to call me until almost midnight one night. I'm like, this is so inappropriate. Why are you contacting me this late? This is not okay.
Well, that's when you were going through all that stuff with your mom as well.
Oh no, mom was after that. This was another family issue, and she wasn't willing to help out after all the times I've helped her out.
I know, and then she's calling me like, it's your guys' response. I'm like, excuse me.
You're the manager. You're supposed to step up when shit hits the fan.
I'm not about to be working 7 days. Like you can,
Oh, is that the old place you used to work at?
yeah, that
Yeah, that's
spa.
where me and Megan used to work at together. And Megan
was
was the first person
spa.
that I trained that actually understood what I was telling her and actually did her job and didn't call me every day I was off. How do I do this? How do I do that? So it got frustrating. It was very frustrating for me at that place before Megan came along.
The whole thing about it is that you would learn something and then she would come, the owner, and she would be like, we don't do it that way anymore. We're going to do it like this. And it would make complete zero freaking sense at all.
Yes.
No shit.
And then she'd come back the next day and be like, we're just going to go back to the way that it was. She was always doing that type of shit. And it would frustrate me so bad. Yeah, a spa. She called it a spa, but it was more or less it was a massage parlor. That's basically all it was, with a few facials, but they weren't really facials. They were more like face moisturizing treatments because they didn't do extractions or anything like that.
It was just they did a scrub on your face and they put a moisturizer on your face. That's all it was.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
There's no esthetician working there.
She called it a spa because she had a infrared sauna in there and this like turbo jet steam shower thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And answer the phone within 3 rings and da-da-da.
That stupid headset.
And then she would watch us on the cameras. And you knew that
one of those cameras recorded audio, apparently. Allegedly. I don't know. But that's illegal here in Michigan. You can't record people without their knowledge.
You knew she was watching because when she was watching, there was always a red light, but when she was watching, that red light would turn blue.
I never noticed the light.
And I would tell Charity, like, watch what you say because she's watching right now. Like, I would mouth it to her because we'd sit there and we would talk so much shit.
Yeah. We'd go in the Charity's room and just talk below our breath when there was no clients coming in. We would just talk shit.
She was so crazy. She gave me this one assignment to do, and it was to take these DVDs that she had bought like 6 years ago, watch all of them, make notes to try to implement change. And I'm like, none of this shit even makes sense to what type of business you're running here. Why am I doing
I remember
this?
that. I remember you telling me you had to do that.
And it was so boring.
And I love how one day she came up to me and mentioned that she was going to leave, but unless she got more hours, so that's why she's going to be here. She's going to be here more hours, so she would stay. I'm like, why are you telling me that? I don't care. But there was an agenda behind it from her.
And she even told me, she's like, don't tell Jen, because she raised my rate of pay, and she was like, don't tell Jen. And the whole thing was I told her that I was going to start looking for another job because I needed something where I could have benefits and grow within the company. And she's like, well, what would make you stay? And I'm like, 40 hours a week and $11 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
She came back the next day and she was like, okay, I can agree to that, but just don't let Jen know.
Yeah. And I was there longer. That's the kind of person she was.
So like the first time I went there to, with this new position of mine or whatever, Jen's just like, and I'm just like, I'm just doing work. And that's when we started switching those files over to the computer when I was scanning them, when we had to scan them all in one by one by one. It was crazy.
Yeah. She didn't want to just start new. No, I had to do that. But and clients that weren't there for years, we just like, no, we're gonna skip you. You haven't been here 5 years. No.
Right, exactly. Because I mean, there was so many. She had a filing cabinet that was like bursting at the seams with all these clients. Some of these people had only been there one time, like 6 years ago, and she wanted us to scan them in.
And
even though she had updated her policies and stuff like that. Why would you look, they ain't been here in 6 years. They just got a 30-minute massage. I'm not scanning them into the system. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And they would have to fill out new paperwork anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, massage parlor, RC. I'm just seeing that message. But it was just like a 3-roomed building that had massage tables set up. They would just go in there, get their massage, and come out. Like,
do you remember when she was sick and she was actually out for a bit? Like she had a fever and she was just bad. I don't know if it was the flu, but do you remember when she was out sick?
Yeah, it was so nice.
Yeah, it was. And we got an order in, and I texted her like, "What all do you want me to arrange?" Because some of it was seasonal, some of it was permanent, and I wasn't sure what's what because she always had new overpriced nonsense coming in there quite often. I asked her, which ones do you want me to open? And she was specific just for this item or two, and that was it. And her husband came in to drop some stuff off, and he asked something about it. So she grilled me on the phone that I didn't open everything. I'm like, you didn't tell me to. That's how she was.
Yeah, she was
She's a prime
she
example.
really reminded me of like,
Yeah.
if you ever watched Saved by the Bell and you saw how Jessie acted and how she was like just sporadic, all over the place, crazy, da-da. She reminded me so much of her, not to mention she had like the curly hair to go along with it.
Yep.
But she reminded me of Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell, like to a T.
Yeah, she's a prime example of anyone. If you have enough money, anyone can start a business, but not everyone's cut out to be a manager.
Exactly.
You know who she really reminds me of?
Who's
Have you
that?
ever watched Kitchen Nightmares at all?
I've seen it.
Amy's Bakery. That's who she has. She actually looks like her, and she's as delusional as she is too. So yeah, look up Kitchen Nightmares, Amy's Bakery.
We would try to like give her ideas because she was always saying, we need to get more business. We need to get more business.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always, me, you, Charity would give her ideas on like how she could grow her business, how to get more people in here, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Nope, never once would move, but then would complain that she was always broke.
Mm-hmm. And she would be so stubborn to raise the prices of her services or raise the pay rate for her employees. That's why she couldn't, after the interview, she never heard from these therapists ever again because the pay was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And but she would be coming in, showing off all the expensive stuff that she bought for herself. But she's talking about, oh, I wish we made more money. I go, well, stop blowing all the money on yourself.
Stop buying an $80 pair of earrings every week.
Yeah.
I was still mad that she made me pay to replace that water thing that we made the cucumber water in.
Oh, yeah.
And she wouldn't come out and say, you have to replace it. I shouldn't have had to replace it because it broke because that dish soap thing, I always ask for one with a handle because it always gets covered in soap and it drops out of your hand, and it broke, and I actually cut a little bit of the tip of my thumb off that day. Luckily, it grew back. But I told her it broke, and the first word out of her mouth is, oh, we got to get a replacement. She didn't ask me if I was okay at all. I didn't say I got cut, but she should have asked. I wanted to see what her reaction would be. And she would keep dancing around, expecting me to offer to replace. And like, I shouldn't have to pay to replace this.
Right.
But I got one anyway. And it wasn't the style she wanted. It wasn't an exact replica. So it's like, I appreciate you bringing this in, but this isn't like what I had. You need to call, Willems something. It's some expensive name brand, and it was a seasonal thing, so I had to call these different stores to find out where it came from and pay for it and have it delivered to the place.
Oh wow, I would have been like, kick rocks, lady.
Yeah.
What treatment?
Sonoma, I think it was. I don't know.
I don't know. Doug seems like he would enjoy a massage. This one time, so when I finally had enough, and this was after Jen quit, and I was literally working 6 days a week from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. I was tired. I was overworked. I was exhausted. The pay wasn't worth it. So I'm like, I'm finding something different. So that's when I was going to transition over to Circle K. And she was actually in a massage when the lady at Circle K called me. I had to run to the back, answer the call, set up the interview right there at work. She was there. And I told her that I had needed the day off the next day because I had something going on. And so she let me have the day off or whatever. I went to that interview, went back to work the following day, and just flat out told her, today is going to be my last day because I got another job. And the look on her face, she was just like, first of all, she was just like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be my last day because I got another job, more opportunity. Da, da, da. She's like, you're supposed to give me a 2-week notice. And I was like, excuse me, it's common courtesy to give a 2-week notice, but I don't have to give you anything. Today is my last day.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. Have a good life. And literally, she was so pissed. the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. She wouldn't
Dummy
talk
thick?
to me the rest of the day. She wouldn't look at me the rest of the day. Nothing. And then she ended up leaving, and she brought her cousin and her husband because they were doing something with her. And her cousin comes up to the front and he's like, so I heard today's going to be, now mind you, I've never met this man, just met him like 5 seconds ago. So I heard you got another job and you're going to be leaving. And I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, well, I hope everything works out for you. And I said, yeah, it will. Because I'll be able to grow within that company and make a little bit more money than what I do here. And she was just so, I swear, I wish you could have been a fly on the wall, because she was just like,
I wish I could have been.
Because at that moment, she knew she was fucked. She didn't have nobody else but me.
And it's her own fault she doesn't have anyone else, because she chases them all away. People, I was told there were people there. Yeah, before I was hired, I think there was a girl there, and she quit after like 2 days, I think. Like, wow, like how did I stay there so long?
And she said, she's like, well, what could I do to make you stay? And I was like, you'd have to increase the pay, and then you'd have to find out about some insurance. I said, because that's my thing. I need insurance. And she's like, well, maybe I can look at, and I said, no. I'm like, no, that's okay, because I've already got this other set up.
Mm-hmm.
I swear. To be a fly on the wall that day, I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, when I dropped my key off, I wish there weren't clients in the lobby, because I would have hung out and said a few words, but I just wanted to get in and out because I didn't want to risk her showing up somehow. So I was like, and drop the key off, out the door. You guys didn't even know I was in there.
All right.
Like, you just heard the door and I was gone. She was the worst person I've ever worked for. I worked for Amazon temporarily.
Like, it was okay at first, but then, because she's nice to you once you start, and she's like, oh, you know, helpful, this, that. But once she gets to know you, it was a completely different, I mean, she made it hell.
It was like Jekyll and Hyde kind of dealing.
Yeah.
Now, I want Doug to hear this. One of the dumbest things she's ever said to me. You know the fan that was in the lobby, Megan?
Yeah.
Remote controlled or whatever you can, or you have it turned on with the lights. She was doing this thing where she was going through that little cabinet in the small kitchenette area. She hands me the remote and asks me, see if you can get the blades to go in the opposite direction. And she hands me the remote. I can see your faces. Yeah, that's the same look I gave her. I'm like, what? So I at least made it look like I was. I'm just standing in the lobby just going, nothing.
Right.
And one time something, and you know how the front desk would sometimes run out and it's not in the person's mind to replace it, which is fine. We could just go in the inventory, just get more of those gift bags. There were no gift bags when I had to put a gift bag together for a client. And she's telling me, because I'm like, it didn't run out when I was up here, but I didn't care. They're just gift bags. I don't care. And then she's like, well, you have to make sure it's fully stocked. And I'm like, well, last time you mentioned this, you said the person who works that day has to fill it. And then, so again, she blames me. She just blames whoever's in front of her. She actually said that to me one day. Says, well, it had to have been you because there's no one else here. I'm like, the thing you're chewing me out about happened months ago, and I wasn't even in the office.
Right. That's how she was, though, seriously. I mean,
because she was trying to get me. She tries to manipulate you into taking responsibility for someone else's mistake.
Yeah.
And she would use her hands too. And she spoke like, you know, you still have to take responsibility too. And I want to just look at her and just say, "Fuck you! No, I'm out." So
I just wanted
no idea how close. How so many times I
with your own. Yeah.
I just wanted to walk out on her.
That was. I took the job because I needed it, and then when I felt like I needed to get out, I was like, I got to go. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then she would not hire any other receptionist because, okay, so like when me and Jen worked there, Jen would say work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from open to close, and then I would work Thursday, Friday, Saturday from open to close, and we alternated every month.
Yeah.
So instead of having like a third person as well, So like we were not there from open to close 3 days out of the week, which was 9 o'clock in the morning till whenever the last massage was. And then if you had to stay with them, if they didn't feel comfortable, sometimes you weren't leaving there till 7:30.
Mhm.
You're literally there all day.
And with
So
her,
like, that wasn't enough. So when Jen quit and it was just me, I was working Monday through Saturday from open to close with no break in between. I was the only receptionist, and she would not hire someone else or even pick up a day herself so I could have a couple days off.
yeah.
Like
She
she
loved her
literally
off time.
expected me to work from 9 in the morning till 7 at night for $11 an hour,
That's crazy.
6 days a week.
Oh no, I also want Doug to hear this. This is what she was paying me. My starting pay was $9 an hour, and my ending pay was $9.50. Yeah, that's what that was with her.
That's crap pay.
It's like you pay me crap pay, but you expect like $15 an hour work. Like that's not gonna work.
Morning, Stevie. Yeah, and she wanted us to do so much, like things. We had to do the laundry. We had to keep the place clean. We had to make sure the water was filled. We had to make sure that the hot water was good. We had to make sure that, you know, all the clients and everything were in order for that day. We had
You had to make
to,
sure her room
there
was
was
set
so
up.
much stuff that you're supposed to do at the spa.
Mhm.
And then all this other stupid shit on top of it, like every day, count the inventory. What the fuck you want me to count the inventory for? We didn't sell shit for 2 days. It's the same exact numbers.
Yeah.
But every day you got to count the inventory. You got to take everything out and count it. That
And
was
she would always-
stupid.
And she would always
then be
want
like,
me to set up her room.
Why don't we sell nothing? Well, first of all, the shit that you have here is way too expensive. We tried telling her that numerous times. She did not want to like budge on prices or do like bundles or do like buy two get one free type deals, and all this inventory was just sitting there getting old, and she would order new shit.
Yeah, and it's only on the shelves because they were Oprah's picks. That's why.
Plus run the Facebook page and all that other shit that we had to, all the other bullshit that we had to deal with.
And she would chew my ass out because I would set up Emily and Charity's room for them just because I got the time. I'm there. I don't mind setting their rooms up. She says, no, that's why they're supposed to get here 15 minutes early so they can set their room up. But we had to set her room up for her when she was coming in because she was never on time. She was always like 10 minutes late getting in.
Yeah.
So her schedule was always 10, 15, or 20 minutes behind. And she'll blame you if she felt like, again, chewing you off for something. And she'll come up and tell you with a smile on her face, and it's your fault. You held me back. I'm 20 minutes late now. I'm like, I want to slap you.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Stevie.
She got
Doing
my
good, Steve. How are you?
She got it up.
You still on your weight loss thing there, Stevie? Your weight loss journey?
Yeah, that was just a nutcase to work for.
She was, without a doubt, hands down the worst person I've ever worked for. I put up with a lot of crap from her. And Megan, before you worked there was a girl named Muriel Crumsey. Terrible. This is why so many receptionists never lasted there, because her husband works at a Michigan Works, I think, in Dearborn. And that's where most of her interviews would come from. Which I get it. They want to work. They're coming to apply for a job, but they're people who have no skills and don't want to work.
Right.
They don't. They just join this so they can keep getting the benefits, which, okay, benefits, but you still got to put some effort into it, you know? Please. And everything was typed out in the manual. I typed it out myself. Although Maria wanted me to redo it so it appeals to her. I'm like, Maria, you barely speak English. Again, you don't people. I speak people,
and
you don't.
When you quit, I had to redo that whole entire manual.
That was so lame.
So all I did was just reposition a couple things, and I showed it to her, and she was like, that's fine. I'm like, I'm not about to redo all this shit. For
Megan,
what reason?
Remember when you laminated some things and she had criticism for it?
Yeah.
Like you laminated something small, like a pamphlet, about like that, and you had to cut the excess off. She didn't like the way it looked, so she picked up a whole sheet that was laminated. Like, see how these edges are? And I want it to look like that. Like, well, of course it looks like that. It didn't have to be cut. These are full sheets. She needed to be drug tested or something because she had to be on
Right.
meth. Or
I know,
something.
right?
She had to be on meth. And I remember one of her urgent doctor visits, she had some issue with her gallbladder. I forget what the numbers were or whatever, but she was taking so many of those supplements or whatever. It was like messing up her gallbladder. And my mom had her gallbladder removed, so I know what happens. I'm like, yeah, if you don't stick to a proper diet without a gallbladder, you'll be in and out of that bathroom all day, and it's going to interfere with your appointments. And God help you if someone's in there.
And another thing is,
I didn't know that.
Buying new supplements and like shit that she wouldn't even really research. She would just see like, oh, this person tried it. Let me try it. And then she would try it, and then she would order the shit, and then she would try to push it off on the customers.
Mm-hmm.
And she would tell them like, oh, I've been taking it for such and such. And I'd be like, you're lying. You just started taking it.
Yeah, I can't lie to people. I mean, I am an a-hole, but I'm not going to lie to people about products just to make her a sale.
For someone that claimed to be so health conscious and so healthy with healthy supplements and shit, you would think she would have been a beanpole.
No, but apparently she has a
let me tell you why. Because she would take all these supplements and she would bring her lunch to work all the time, a healthy lunch. But it would sit in the fridge for a couple days because she'd order a Jimmy John's, or she'd go get a pasty, or she'd order from the noodle house.
Mm-hmm.
So you're counteracting all your healthy shit.
Remember, we had to heat her lunch up for her?
Oh, yeah. We had to make sure her lunch was, she'd put it in there and she'd be like, will you start my lunch when I come out so it's ready for me when I'm done?
I don't know.
Yeah. Of course, we did it because, you did ask nicely, and, you want to just get along with the person you're working with.
I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't work there very long.
Especially when she was
tell her how.
And really, there were no perks of working there other than you got to use the equipment, but you still had to pay for the shit.
And remember when it was around the holidays, she wanted to do something nice for us, and she would just give us a basket of sample size things that she would order. Like, this isn't a good, these are tiny. What the heck? What am I going to do with this?
Oh my God. This one time, I swear, I was like, are you fucking stupid?
Yes.
But this one time, I'm like, do you offer like holiday pay or anything like that?
No.
She goes, what's holiday pay? I said, you've never heard of holiday pay? Like, big corporations do holiday pay. If you're not working for the holiday, you still get paid for that day, or you get like a time and a half if you do work. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking. Like, my husband works for a big corporation. Come to find out, he was just a contractor. But he works for a big corporation, and they don't do. I said, look, I've worked in retail and big corporate companies. And a holiday pay is a thing. Like, she tried to argue with me that holiday pay did not exist.
I worked for a bank and got holiday pay.
And her idea of a bonus for around Christmas time was a check for $50.
Yeah, a $50 bonus.
Yeah, and yet again, she will spend hundreds, maybe who knows, thousands of dollars on stuff for herself. And she would expect you to go to her and be like, oh, thank you for the $50. And I quickly cashed that thing anyway, but I'm not going to come groveling to you. So, oh, thank you for the $50.
Right, exactly. And me and Charity, one day, we flat out told her, like, why don't you just
leave? Die.
I'll run the front desk. Charity can be your office. Charity can be your, like, building manager or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just leave, move to a different state. You love California. Just go there. You could still own the business. And we just flat out told her, but you're going to have to let out some control if you decide to do that, because it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And that I would trust you guys with that and everything. But, who would take care of and I said, you could still take care of the finances and shit. That could still be all on you. But as far as like being here, because you're making it chaotic.
She is. Yeah. Charity's a saint for being there as long as she did. God bless Charity.
I'm surprised that Charity is still working there.
Yeah, she's still there. She was there the longest. And what was it? Oh yeah, gift card times around Christmas time. Busy time. And there was a day that was dedicated to no, not day just for, it was a regular day, but I was getting so swamped with gift card sales. Charity had to explain to her, like, it's going to get busy. You should put in a little time so she can have some lunch and just have a break from doing it. She had to tell the manager that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, I can do it, but let me eat, because we weren't given break time. We were only allowed to eat if there was nothing going on, but we were never given a clock out lunch.
Exactly. Right.
Every phone call had to be answered or called back.
Oh, and then another thing that I didn't like was we had a specific policy for gift cards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And people would come in and try to make up their own policy on how the gift cards should be. So we would tell them, this is our policy on gift cards. And we would tell them, and they would be like, well, I want to speak to so-and-so. So we would go get her. She would come up or whatever. And, you know, she'd look at you right in front of the customer and be like, well, did you explain the policy? Well, yeah. And now they want to talk to you. So this is where I need you to back me up here, okay? Because this is how business runs. You need to back me up. This is your policy that you set in place.
Yeah.
That I'm telling this person, now they want to talk to you, so you need to back me up with this.
Yeah.
And she'd just say, well, just go ahead and, you know, use it like how they normally would.
Yeah.
So what was the point of that policy? And now you're making me look like a dumbass because I'm sitting here telling this person this is our policy, and you're going to go back on your own policy and make me look like a dumbass.
To take the fall for it. She wanted us to be yelled at for it.
So I never, after that happened to me one time, I never went and got her to talk, for someone to talk to again. Whatever the customer wanted is what they got. And if she questioned me about it later, I would just say, well, you don't back me on anything. So I just did what you would have done, which is say, go ahead and give them the value of the gift card.
Yeah, I hated the holiday gift cards because they were, what was it? They were given a special price for that specific service. And if it was for anything else, we either had to do like the little math problem to make up for, okay, this will cover how much, this is how much it would be for this. That's what we do. Of course, she'd lose money on that. We should only just put it towards the amount and they should pay the difference. Yep. And then one of her clients, they got some kind of, I don't know what the hell it was. It was one of her stupid services. I don't know if it was like an hour-long facial or what have you. I don't know. And she got the calculator, did the thing, told me how much to charge them or put it down for. That's what I did. And the next time that person came in for the same service, he said, why did you charge that? Like, that's what you told me to charge them. No, I didn't. Like, yeah, you did. She's trying to argue with me in front of the customer about that. Because I'm trying to keep calm. Like, that's what you told me. No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be this. Like, well, you did the math and you told me what to charge it for. That's what I did. Yeah, and you're going to argue with me because you messed up and you realized it.
She was just really difficult to work for.
I didn't like that we were allowed to mail out gift cards because they could get lost in the mail. And then she has to give them another one. And that's what, like, she still made that sale, but that's still money lost because has us give them new ones. And this one woman, she flat out said, I may have thrown it out. And if they say stuff like that, we win and don't have to award them the fee or whatever. And that was close to when I was getting ready to get out of there because, like, I was reaching my boiling point. I was about to explode at her. And I'm trying to explain to her, like, okay, this was the person. She did buy cards before, so she was aware of it. And since, well, you know how they do, they file something with someone about whether or not they should be awarded it or if they lose or something. I forget what it's called. Something involving credit. I don't know. And she was awarded the refund, I guess. I think that's what it was. And then Maria's standing there in front of me, and I'm trying to explain to her, and she just goes, you don't get it. And she was arguing with me. As soon as she said, you don't get it, I almost punched her right there, man. I almost did. So I'm like, I've put up with so much of your crap. And you're arguing with me because a customer beat you. This wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't let us mail out the gift cards.
Right, exactly.
Because her thing is, if they lose it, that's their fault. But then when the client is there arguing, we have to bend a knee.
Accommodate, yeah.
Yeah. She tells us, don't let them step on you. Don't let them push you around. And then they talk to her, oh, we're going to let them this and that. I'm like, you are not a manager. I'm just so glad she's leaving because I loved hanging out there. That was a nice place to be, even considering the fact that I was paid next to nothing. Yeah. It was just so nice when she wasn't there. She would get mad if we would sit on that little white couch. No customers are coming in for a while, nothing. We're just sitting on the couch relaxing, and she gets mad. She got mad at her own sister for doing it.
Yeah, she was a full out trip. Like, whew.
She had to be on something.
I don't even know how I lasted a year there, honestly, without cussing that bitch out.
Like 2 years for me. And I looked at my resume. I'm like, wow, I was only there this long. Like, wow, that's not going to look good. But luckily, I got a job at Kroger doing clickless for a bit.
Yeah, I remember when you left, because I was like, damn.
And that's what she does. She chases away her employees because she can't step up and be a manager. So it's all her fault.
She tried telling me that it was my responsibility to cover Jen's shift if she called off, and me and her are supposed to work that shit out because we were the receptionists. And I was like, well, I can't work her shift. Like, she was scheduled to work that day. I have plans. I can't do it. Therefore, you're going to have to do it because you're the boss.
Yeah.
There's nobody else to do it. I can't. And it's not my responsibility to be like, hold on, life. I got to go to work now when I'm supposed to be off. She couldn't understand that concept.
Yeah.
And she literally argued with me on the phone for like an hour because you called off and I was supposed to replace you. No, that's not how it works. I'm an employee and I have the right to say, no, I don't want to come in if I don't want to.
Right.
Yeah, that's her job as a manager, to fill in and handle it when something happens, because life happens. And I should have kept a tally of how many times I had to stop what I was doing to come in because yet another receptionist quit. Or just like that girl before you, Muriel, she would have whatever. She would get in an argument with her boyfriend. She can't come in. She lost power. She can't come in. Like, I had to always drop what I was doing, except that one time I finally started saying no because she said she can still come in. I'm like, then she's going to come in. And I went right back to bed. Like, no,
right.
That's the problem. Like, I want to get along. I want to help out. But when you take advantage of it, I'm going to start saying no. Yeah, I will start saying no. Yeah. That's why I was so happy when Megan came along, because she was actually working. It was what I was telling was getting through her head, because I was starting to question my ability to train people. So I'm starting to think, am I an idiot? Can I not train someone to do receptionist work? Oh, no, it wasn't me. It was them. So, yeah, it was all them, not me. And
I mean, it was easy work. It's not like it was rocket science. And she made it seem like it was rocket science. And I'm like, this is so easy. I don't know why you have such a problem with having people do the job, because it was so simple.
Exactly. But
you throw some clothes in the wash, you throw them in the dryer, you fold them.
Yeah, if you met Muriel Crumsey, you would have lost your mind. You probably would have punched her, because she would never read the manual at all. She would constantly be calling or texting me how to do the same thing. And one time I was off, I was on my way to the gym, about to have a good workout. This is back when I went to the gym still, when I could without a mask. And I'm walking in and she's calling me, because even Charity told me when she was there, she's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm going to call Jen. And Charity kept telling her, no, don't call Mind Body. And then she called me anyway. And I couldn't even understand what she was saying. She was saying stuff like, I'm trying to do this thing and it's saying this, but I don't know what it means. I can't figure out and I'm like, you have to call Mind Body. Call Mind Body software.
First of all, the manual that was there was so detailed. How could you not follow the instructions? And second of all, if I ever had a question about anything, Mind Body was my go-to. I called them immediately. Even
the scanner, the scanner wasn't wanting to work, and that's when you had to hold down shift, restart the computer while still holding down shift. I explained that to her. I gave this, and I would tell her how to do it. Not even a minute later, it don't work. Like, you just don't want to do it.
Right, exactly.
So much stuff. And then try to.
Did you get cold, Doug?
Yes.
I put my robot. I put my robot. I wasn't even dressed yet.
I still have my jammies and my robe on, so it's all good.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be back working again though, after a year of nothing with COVID going on. 'Cause I was still
I
job
bet.
searching, but there's nothing I could apply for.
Yeah,
And not only that, I needed to apply for something that paid enough.
right.
Like, oh, people like, oh, do DoorDash or Instacart or something where do people shopping for them, delivered to their house. I'm like, that doesn't pay enough, and I don't want to run around anymore.
Right.
I'm tired of going to the store for other people. I did that with my mom for a good chunk of my life, and I don't want to do that anymore. No.
Right. I thought about doing DoorDash like a year or so ago when I was thinking about quitting the first time I thought about quitting the group home. I thought about doing DoorDash, but now I've like, after all the stories that I've heard the past few months about people going psycho on DoorDashers in the nighttime hours, I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. And if I ever did, someone would be coming with me, because I can't do all that. I can't be doing that now. But I like where I'm at now. Like, I really, this job puts me in a routine that I need to be in, as far as like eating wise and stuff like that.
And where are you at again? Where are you at again? I forget.
It's called Reno Linen Services, and we do all the linen for the surrounding hospitals, Beaumont, Taylor, and then like clinics as well that do like clinic procedures and stuff.
Okay.
So we do all the linens for that, the hospital gowns, the blankets, and all that.
Oh wow, cool.
And it was funny because when I went to the hospital, when I found out about the COVID, when I went to the hospital, the guy was like, "What do you do for a living?" And I was like, "You see these blankets I'm covered up with and this gown right here?" I said, "I guarantee you those probably touched my hands before they made it to this bed right here."
Recycled.
And he was like, "Really? That's cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever you say, dude."
I managed to score a desk job full time with benefits, so that's what I wanted. So I finally got what I want. I'm late for desk work.
I am the type of worker that has to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
It drives me insane, and I get too bored if I'm sitting at a desk. So I have to be moving about, and I have to be active in I'm not just like a sit down desk worker, because it drives me insane. I go fucking bonkers. I have to be moving about and shit. Not to mention, when I did have that desk sit down job at the spa, I gained like 50 pounds because I got lazy and bored, and all I did was eat.
Yeah. And she's always saying, there's always something to do there. I'm like, I don't want what you want me to do in my spare time. There's not what I want to do.
Right, exactly. Because what you want me to do is bullshit.
Oh yeah, one time she wanted me to clean the toilet with Pine Sol. that just popped in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, we were out of toilet cleaner, and she wouldn't order any. She told me to try to clean it with Pine Sol.
She had these in the spa. There was these like the click clack wood floors, you know.
Yeah.
So we only could use a specific mop, no chemical.
Yeah, just hot water.
And just hot water. And in the wintertime, because of the salt and the traffic, she wanted us to do that like multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah, after each appointment, yeah. And I would just be done doing it.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit.
Neither.
Again,
because you could only use the microfiber mop, because other mops will unclick clack the floor, and the floor will tear up. So
she had to be
you don't use the microfiber shit. And I'm like,
I need a soda.
I'm like, you do realize hot water and a microfiber mop is not going to get your floors shining like the top of the Empire State Building like you want them to, okay? We need some type of Joe Glow or something that you want to put some type of treatment. But the salt itself was tearing up the wood planks of the floor. She could not understand why it wasn't shiny where all the salt was going. And I'm like, because the salt is destroyed. Like, you need something to shine it back up. No, it'll destroy it. Okay, well then your floors are going to look like shit.
Yep. And the massage is only cleaned with Windex. Wonder if she still does that for COVID. Yeah, just hot water and Windex was the main thing we cleaned things with there.
Build new homes from the comfort of my pickup truck. RC. Babe,
Oh man.
Doug has, since January 14th, has quit smoking,
There you go.
gave up Coke,
That's got to be hard.
and gave up cookies, y'all.
What? You gave up cookies?
Are you sick?
All for the reason for his health, to get his
Yes.
health on track.
Yes.
And he's lost weight. You guys can tell he looks
And I
amazing.
drank cucumber water.
Mm-hmm.
And he replaced his Coca-Cola with cucumber water. Ronnie said, how much weight have you lost?
When I was in the hospital,
He froze.
He
I
broke.
was
There you go.
220 pounds, and I weigh 198 pounds right now.
Wow.
So he's lost, like, what is that, 23 something pounds? 20?
Yeah.
He's
So
doing
Megan.
good.
Had
Yeah.
to get healthy, man. Just
Yeah.
had to.
Have to get help.
Whatever happened to Nate's Outdoors?
He's still around.
Okay.
He still talks dirty to me on Instagram. I told him I appreciate that.
Hey, Erica, how are you doing, girl? Good morning or good afternoon now. He messaged me, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago. Hey, fucktard. And I was like, hi. Same old Nate.
Wow.
Yes, because I had my tablet when I was, I sent you a picture when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
You remember? And I had my tablet in the hospital, and I was talking to different people. And he goes, "Hey, yeah, sexy son of a bitch, how you doing today?" So yeah, he still talks to me too. I just
He
love
said
it.
he had the vid. I think it was before I did, but because he was like, how you doing? Da da da. And he's like, yes, I'm being nice. And I was like, I said, you're so sweet. And he's like, when I had it, so he had it as well.
Oh wow.
We didn't like talk like if he had it bad or whatever, but he had just mentioned that he had it.
I got to get the second vaccination shot on the 23rd. So yeah, 10 days from now, I'm getting it.
You
How's
guys
it
remember Project
you?
Dorton, right?
What?
Do you remember him, Project Dorton?
Yeah. Yep.
His whole family got sick with COVID. His
Oh my
daughters, his
God.
wife, and him.
Oh my gosh.
The whole family.
How's that
and
vaccine working out for you? No, go ahead, Doug.
Then he was having some issues, and he went to the hospital. They ended up telling him, just like you, he had pneumonia.
I've heard the doctor even told me a lot of people that do the self-quarantine that have the COVID, a lot of people have been coming back with a aftermath effect with either a severe bronchitis issue or pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah. They had to put him on oxygen. He had oxygen.
Wow.
So
No, I didn't have to be on oxygen, but I did rely on that nebulizer and my inhaler quite often.
His daughter just smell anything.
It's not fun.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, the vaccine.
You haven't turned into a zombie yet, Jen?
What? Oh,
You haven't turned into a zombie yet?
not yet. I get the
Oh my God,
second
me
one.
and Rodney went to Meijer
Yeah.
a couple days ago, and there was so many people there getting the vaccine at Meijer, and I looked at Rodney and I said, you need to stay close to me because if these people turn, we ain't got no protection. We need to hurry up and get out of this bitch.
Oh, especially me. You know what a heavy snacker I am. I'll chew right through somebody.
I'm
Yeah, I get the second one.
like, I don't need no, I'm not trying to see these people turn into zombies. We need to go.
Yeah, only the booster shot, the second one, that is the one that has any symptoms at all. Like a lot of people at work, they called off because like the headaches were so bad and they'll get like hot flashes, might feel dizzy. And one coworker who's in her 20s, she didn't feel anything. So it's different with everybody. So
Yeah.
on the 23rd,
Well,
we'll see what happens to me.
That's just like the COVID. There's different symptoms for every person. There was 9 people in my family that tested positive for COVID when we all had it. And every single one of us had different symptoms from another, and only 2 people ran temperatures.
Yeah.
Wow. My sister had COVID. She said to her, I felt like she just had a really bad headache.
Yeah, I experienced the headache. My symptoms that I had was I had the really bad headache. I lost my sense of taste and smell, and the body pain was so excruciating. It hurt to even have a blanket draped on me. And then the fact that I was having such a hard time breathing.
That's the part that scares me.
I think, and like my mom, when I talked to her and everybody else that had it, I had more of the respiratory effects of it than anybody that had it in our family. Like, it really affected my respiratory system, and I could still deal with this for months going forward.
Do you think smoking might have been a factor why it affected
I
you?
do believe that because I smoke, it probably had more of effect of it because I am a smoker.
Mm-hmm.
But like my mom has COPD and worse asthma than I do, and it didn't even touch her respiratory problems.
I never got it. I mean, I was exposed to people and I got tested, but I never got it.
I think my dad might have had it.
Because the doctor was like, do you hang on, I'm reading Erica's comment here. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, we think our dad might have had it because last January he looked terrible. He felt awful. He could barely do anything. He just felt so sick.
Well, the doctor told me when I went to the doctor this past Monday, he was like, do you live with anybody? And I said, yeah, me and my husband live together or whatever. And he was like, was he tested? And I was like, yeah, he tested. He went and got tested the next day after me, and he was negative. And he was like, well, just because he had a negative test that day don't mean it wasn't positive the next. And I believe Rodney probably did test negative that day, but then if he would have went back the following day and got tested, he probably would have tested positive, because that's what happened to me. I went and got tested on a Friday. It came back negative. Saturday, I took a nap. I woke up. I felt like shit, went to the hospital and tested positive. So it literally happened like that.
Mm-hmm.
Craziness.
Yeah.
It happened so fast.
So fast.
So fast. Like, I went from being fine and not having no symptoms to I took a nap, about an hour and a half nap, and woke up and I was hit. I mean, I was hit.
That's got to be scary right there.
I was hit. I was having almost instantaneously had a hard time breathing. The headache,
part that scares me.
all that shit.
That's scary.
So that's my thing. That's my thing. If anything, that's what I want to let people know. You could test negative today, but if you have symptoms, you need to go get tested again, because I'm pretty sure you'll watch and see if you don't test positive, probably. Because it literally affects everybody so differently. And now that there's all these mutated strands of it, I just seen on the news where one guy had the virus and ended up in the hospital, and the virus mutated within him 5 different times.
That's scary.
And he ended up passing away. But they watched it mutate 5 different times within his body over the course of 5 months.
Must have been something with his body chemistry.
I told my mom, I said, I need to stop breathing this shit, because I'm going to end up having a full-blown panic attack, because I'm so worried of the aftermath about it. Like, how is this going to affect me in the long run? Look at how it's affecting me now. How is it going to keep affecting me in the long run? And now am I forever going to have these respiratory problems as bad as they are now because of this shit?
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
All these questions. And I'm like, I try not to think about it or worry about it, but it's hard not to, because like I said, I'm down to my last steroid today. So I'm already like, how am I going to feel tomorrow? I have no more medicine. What am I going to, and I need to not do that.
Right. But you go scare yourself even worse.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna end up freaking myself out and making myself sick over it.
Don't want to do that.
Yeah, just try and find a distraction from it. Just keep yourself
Yeah.
from looking it up.
I can't read no more about it or anything because every day it's something new, it's something different, it's and it's really scary because I still honestly really don't think they know exactly what the hell's going on with this shit.
Yeah, so I got my distractions, this stuff, but I'm also happy you managed to get out of the nursing. I forget what that was, but I'm glad you got out of that profession because that probably definitely would have hit you.
At the group home, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I liked that work, I probably would not go back into that work ever again.
Well, no, you got to lift a bunch of heavy people. That's not good for you.
Unless the right equipment was there, I probably would not go back into that field.
Yeah, 'cause I haven't been to the gym in a long time, so I've certainly haven't weightlifted in a long time, so I definitely can't be doing any heavy lifting because it's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Let me see if this will show up. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, little Mochi.
She's so cute.
She is so tiny. If they weren't so energized and hopping around, I would bring them out, but they got too much energy. They're like mice right now. Oh, man, it's just
That's crazy. That's just crazy to me, RC. I still don't think that it's safe. They open the restaurants around here up to 25% capacity, I think.
No.
And I don't think that the restaurant should be open yet. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel. I don't think that, because once they start and it happens every single time. Once the numbers start to go down or it starts to get a little quiet, they start to open shit up, and then the numbers start going back up.
Yeah, it starts going crazy again.
Exactly. Because people are like, oh, shit's opening back up. I don't have to wear a mask anymore. This and that, da, da, da. No, people.
I don't leave the house.
So if you walk
I
behind
told
the
my
screen,
mom,
it's put away.
because my mom's already been out to eat and shit. And I told my mom, I said, look, I'm not in no rush to go to no restaurant. I'm perfectly content with ordering that shit to my house. I am not comfortable with going to a restaurant right now.
Because I'm cold.
We just go to the grocery store, get our own stuff, and I just stay here and cook.
Yep.
Only go out there.
She's on vacation. My mom just left last night to go out of state again. I said, Mom, are you crazy? Last time you went out of state, look what happened. Now you're going out of state again? So I'm not coming around you for 2 weeks when you get back, just to let you know, because I'm not getting sick again. I said, you can quarantine with whoever you travel with. Don't come home. And my dad told her the same thing. He was like, yeah, don't be bringing back any surprises, if you know what I mean.
Damn it.
Rodney's like, I will be pissed off at you if you go over there before 2 weeks after she gets back. I said, look, I'm trying to go back to work, not continue to stay off of it.
Put your ass away.
Oh my God, who's got their ass out?
Dave was in my door when he pulled his ass out.
Oh shit, moonshine. No.
At least it's not on camera like one of Doug's live streams that happened.
Oh yes, I
I
know,
wish I could have
right?
seen that. Because I
left
went
it up
back and
too.
looked at his videos to see if I could find it. Apparently it's not there.
Oh my God, I think it got took down, but that was freaking hilarious.
Did it really? Because I didn't. I left it. I said, show your ass to the damn world, you asshole.
I could not find it for the life of me.
If they took it down, they took it down.
Well, like, how bad was it? Did he just
He just turned around
and
and
spread the
moved.
word? What did he do?
He
We
just
saw his
moved,
whole
and that was
butt.
it.
Hmm.
He showed it to the world. Then he turned it back around and he goes, why are y'all staring at my ass? Because you got it crammed right in the camera.
Imagine if his camera froze right when that happened.
Yeah, you better be careful, RC. Online shopping, you're go broke real quick. Because you could literally buy everything off the internet without leaving your house.
Yeah, you can. You can even go grocery shopping. They'll bring it to your door for you.
Yes.
I don't even
Yes.
go to grocery stores anymore. I order all that online. I'll go to a
Yeah.
drugstore, but that's it.
They do the same thing here. They hardly ever leave here for anything. I don't leave here for nothing. Screw it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get my
I go to
haircut. That's the only time I've left.
I go to work, I go home, go to the store if need, but I don't do all that extra other running around if I don't have to. Like, I can't.
I do like that dollar store at Northline and Dick's, by the way. That just popped into my head. That's a nice one. I went to the one that was by Chuck E. Cheese. That one's not that good. That newer one is nice.
I've only been in there a couple times.
But there was a bit of a mess up on my part. When I was on my way out, someone was calling me, and a really elderly man was coming in, and my phone started to ring, and it's a ghost song. So when someone calls me, you hear, "Don't you forget about dying."
Oh my
Forget
God.
about your friend death. I'm like, oh gosh. I quickly scuttled out of the store as fast as I could.
Oh
I
my
froze
God.
a little bit while he was right there because he wanted to hold the door for me. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm trying to answer as fast as I can, but I need to wait till I get to the car to sanitize my hands. Yeah, it's just it was funny, but the fact that an elderly gentleman was standing next to me when that happened, kind of, hey, Curb Your Enthusiasm music was playing right there.
Doug, I want to show you this, what my mom found me. She got it for me for Valentine's Day.
Oh wow.
It's an ornament of Bob Ross.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna play the ringtone right now.
Don't you forget about dying. Don't you forget about your friend death.
That I was like,
And
I
the fact
cannot
that it
believe
sounds so uplifting.
Yeah.
It's got like this good upbeat, and it's like, don't you forget about dying.
Yeah.
So it's like, happily don't forget about your dying.
Although now that I work now, I think I can safely leave my phone on silent now. I need to change my ringtone, but I did change it. I don't know what it is. I forget what I picked, but it's something else now. Because that other one was my original ringtone, and that would wake me up if someone were to call me for an interview. I needed something that would wake me up.
Jeez.
What you reading, Megan? What you reading, Megan?
RC roll.
RC
You can look like
comment.
Jesus.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anything.
He said, I bought knee-high wool socks from Amazon. I'm going to be so sexy with my Jesus sandals, knee-high socks, and khaki shorts this spring.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, crap, RC.
You know what I want, Megan?
What's that?
I want some big adult-sized onesies with butt flaps. That's what I want.
Yes.
I need that in my life.
Yes.
When is this coming?
But look, guys, my phone is at like 20%.
You have a laptop?
It's let me stream for an hour and 50 minutes.
Do you have a laptop at all?
Well, I have my computer here, but
Oh.
I was going to edit a video and then got into this live stream.
I am
Good
so white
morning.
on this camera.
Good morning to all. Okay, it says good morning to all coming from mukbangs and more Zach's channel. Well, good morning. Welcome.
You know, what helped that? You plug your phone in.
My phone is plugged in, but it's not like charging while streaming very well.
Wow. See, I'm on my computer with my webcam that finally works. Mm-hmm.
Cassie Rose coming in right when we're about to end, but I appreciate you coming in. And there's Stevie. He's coming back right as we're about to end. But my phone is literally about to die. So thank you all for coming and being on the panel. It was so much fun this morning. Nice to see Doug's face. Missed him.
Yeah, you've been MIA with your streams for quite a while, Doug.
Yes.
I know. And
He's got to get back. He's got to get back into the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we can do a someone else can go live later on and we can do another panel later.
Mhm.
Yeah, Peter's asking if I'll go live later. I'll try, Peter. I'm trying to get everything done so I can.
Yeah, we'll see
I'll
what
try for it.
happens. Hey, I finally made it to one though.
Yeah, I'm happy you finally made it to one.
Stevie,
no,
you
I
need
just
this in your life, dude. Get away from the
I
soda
just hit
pop
my-
and the juice and get this here, sucker.
I just knocked the
You
tab
need
of my
this,
can into
Stevie.
my
You
paw.
need it.
Oh crap!
Stay away from soda. Stay away from diet soda. That's even worse for you.
RC. He said, I noticed in the shipping printout they're coming from a company called Cheap Socks Suck in China. That's not concerning much. Oh, shit.
You're going live on Wednesday, Stevie? Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Depending on what time you go, I'm going to be working from 5 to 3:30. So we'll have to, if you're live after I get off of work, I may join. But
Oh,
if
well,
anybody
what
goes live
about,
tonight, just let me know. Maybe we can do a panel. Doug, if you end up going
Mhm.
live or whatever.
I'll
Maggie,
try.
whatever happened to D'Lo real quick?
I don't know what happened to D'Lo.
He went
Oh.
MIA big. Last time I talked to him on Messenger, he said he gave up. Of course, you told me he still has a YouTube, but he told me he gave it up and he was doing only
Froze again.
about
Yep.
Twitch or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, yeah, Twitch, yeah.
Yeah. He told me that's the only thing he was doing. And I ain't heard from him since.
I haven't heard from him in a long time. Honestly, he kind of I think he just fell off his way. He was trying to do too much stuff that other people wanted him to do instead of what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
do what you do, it's
unfortunately,
not really well.
there was some drama behind it, and he kind of just went off the grid. And I distanced myself because I'm not dealing with that type of stuff. So there's that.
Yeah, because before that, when I was talking to him on Messenger, he was, oh, this person said this and that. It was getting all drama crap. So I was like, no, I'm not dealing
I
with
had to remove myself from that drama and all that shit because that's just not me. That's not who I am. I don't deal with other
Yeah, I don't
people's
wanna deal with
bullshit other than what I have to. And
There was drama? Oh, I must have missed it.
at the end of the day, it's just YouTube and people are going to be who they are no matter what.
Mhm.
It is what it is. So
My hand is more color than my face.
he was a lot of fun.
Wow.
You know, I enjoyed
Yeah.
the friendship that we all had together.
Mhm.
And then just when the drama dropped down and how he acted about it, I was just like, okay, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I had to get away from him too. I was like, that.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want
don't
any
know
part
what's
of
going on.
Right, exactly.
'Cause I noticed the streams weren't happening as much, so I kind of fell out of the loop. So I don't know what happened. Plus, now I got a job, so I'm going to miss a lot of streams now, probably.
Right.
Unless they're on the weekend. But hey, full-time benefits. Hey, can't pass that up.
It was just a lot of shit going on. And I was like, no, can't do it.
Okay. Because I had to ask because he was funny on these streams.
Yeah, I enjoyed like streaming with him, lives, you know, just talking to him, you know, everything else. But he kind of he went like everybody was going this way and he went this way and it just caused a lot of chaos
Yeah,
in the process.
and for some reason, it seemed like he enjoyed that. He enjoyed drama. He enjoyed that craziness, and I wasn't.
Once you get on that, there's something. There's very little window to turn back once you go into the drama.
You know,
I feel fat.
literally my phone is about to cut off. So
Get off of here.
I had to hurry up and ask because it was wondering. I'm like, hey, whatever happened to him?
yeah. But yeah, it's literally about to drop. So thank everyone. I thank you all for coming in and hanging out this morning. Thank you for you guys being on the panel. It was really fun.
I'll try to make it tomorrow now that the camera works now.
Yeah. You go live, Jen, and we'll join your panel.
Yeah, if I do, I'm.
Let me know if any of y'all go live.
Oh, I will.
Mhm.
If I go, I'll let you know. Hello to the person that we're leaving.
Hello, Dominant Man. We're about to sign off. Sorry that you came in so late, but maybe you could catch us next time. All right, guys, I love you. Don't forget to keep your stripes, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to turn this shit off now. Okay, got it. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. This was fun. Love ya. Bye.